Good morning, everyone. How are we all doing? Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, wherever you are. Ready to make some money then? All right, so we will give it about a couple minutes. Just make sure everyone's here. I need to make an announcement in the Discord server, and then once we've done all that, we can get started on actually trading. So, give us 1 second. Let me just make this announcement. Just tag everyone. Right then, we should be good to go now. Let me just check the audio. Yeah, I think it's alright. Yeah, we're good to go. Right then, so how are we all doing? Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, wherever you are. Hello from South Africa. Right then. Right, before we start, guys, don't forget to like up the stream. It just really does help. I hate to ask, but it's the YouTube business. Like it up. If you're new here, subscribe. Check out the free Discord server at the first link in the description. But yeah, don't forget to like the stream or the YouTube business. You know how it is, guys. But let's get started. So obviously, this week is CPI PPI week. Big fundamental week. Yesterday we didn't really have much to worry about. Same routine today. We've had all those big pieces of news. We've had the 7 a.m. red folder. We've had the 10 past 1 red folder, which I'm still confused about why it's a 10 past 1. Like, why not half 1 or 1? Or quarter past even. But we move. No more red folder for the rest of the day, so nothing to worry about for the rest of New York session, which is great for us. I have already took one trade today. Let me try show you. I think it was a sell position yesterday. I'll walk you through it in a minute, actually. But yeah, fundamentally, nothing to worry about at all. Tomorrow is when it starts to pick up a bit. Tomorrow we have CPI at 1:30, and then obviously PPI on Thursday at the same time. And then after that, it starts to calm down a bit. But yeah, today, nothing too big to worry about. We've had the big pieces of news. If you were trading around 7, you probably would have avoided that. If you were trading around 10 past 1, probably would have avoided that too. But it's 2:30 now. We've got nothing for the rest of the day, so we are good to just go onto the charts and just see what is going on the technicals. So, obviously, I'm on the USD JPY at the moment. We're going to work our way through GJ, Bitcoin, gold, the New Zealand dollar, the JPY, and the US CAD. So, obviously, starting off on the GJ, you can see this analysis. This is the swing trade analysis. Now, for the people who are here pretty much every day, you should, you should well and truly understand exactly why I'm in this trade. We've had our accumulation here. We manipulated up to this monthly fair value gap, respected it, and then obviously moved to the downside. Now, I'm in this position, and I think I'm in a position for 0.2 lots. It is a swing trade. I'm targeting this external liquidity. That's going well. Right now, I'm £84 up on 0.2 lots. I'm holding from 191 to 186. And then yesterday's the winning trade. Sorry, not today. Right. Okay. So we had that manipulation distribution to the downside, obviously. So, externally we are still bearish. I'm just going to remove that now, just to keep the chart a bit cleaner. We're still in this trade. It's going to take a few more days, maybe like even another week. Hopefully we can just go straight down though. But let's go to the 4 hour and see what's going on here. We're going to ignore everything that's going on up here. We kind of do need to keep hold of it. I would like to get rid of it to keep my charts a bit cleaner, but it is what it is. We've got to keep it there just for that swing trade. Now, we can get rid of this. We don't need that at all. But moving in on the 4 hour, seeing what's going on here, you can see a bunch of different coloured boxes. So what actually is going on? Well, first of all, we are in an external accumulation right here, as you can see. So we'd be waiting to manipulate in some direction. Hopefully we manipulate to the upside. That's what we're going to need. But what I'm going to do is, I think I might just switch to like another pair, like another GJ, so I can analyze the external and the internal without it overlapping and messing up. We don't really need to worry about this because it is just an accumulation. We're just going to drag it to the side. In fact, put it there. So we are in an accumulation at the moment. We're going to keep that box over here just to keep it a bit more cleaner. But that's what's going on. On the 4 hour, we are looking at a 4 hour accumulation. Now, on the 1 hour, actually, we're going to ignore that. We're going to go to the 15 minute. So on the 15 minute, this is what is going on. Okay, so I'm going to walk you through from here to here. And this is just going to basically prove how accurate this all is. One sec. Right, okay. So we have our accumulation up here. For our Asian session, manipulate to the downside, distribute to the upside into this fair value gap here, which I just haven't labeled because we don't really need it. We're not trading it. But there's a fair value gap here that we distributed into. And then we actually expanded to reversed to the downside. Came all the way down to here. And I was trying to, I think, at this time yesterday, I was trying to catch a sell position. I think I might have got in around about here. Something like that. Somewhere around about here. Oh, wrong thing. Somewhere around about here. And that ended up, I was targeting here. Became so close to our take profit and then just decided to reverse. Then obviously I got took break even. Once we started flipping back up here, I did move to break even. You should see that in the free Discord server as well, where I updated you about that. But that's yesterday's trade, was break even. Then we then we finished the expansion phase, which means we're due to have an accumulation. We had the accumulation for our Asian session, as you can see. Coming into London session, we manipulated to the upside up here, and then we started distributing to the downside. Now, I obviously could have caught a nice trade right up here. If we just draw that fair value gap out, you could see the candlestick pattern. I would have took my entry like right about here, but we got in a bit late. We had to get in a little bit late because when I seen this, I missed it. So I was like, okay, how are we going to get in for a trade here? You know what I mean? So I decided to just get in here. Once we respected this fair value gap that we formed here, it was also a BPR. Basically, if I just draw that out, you can see the fair value gap here, and then the other fair value gap here. And when they overlap, that's the BPR. Then you go with the smallest one. So that's the BPR there, which we've came into, respected and rejected off of. So I took my entry right here, regardless of the fact that there was a bullish fair value gap right here. And then obviously we kind of just tried to retest this BPR, and then we continued to the downside. And then I took that trade. I think I was targeting down here, but when this candle flipped, I just closed. Because I think I was sitting on 500. So I was like, I'm not going to give that back. I'm just going to take that £500. I got 499, just under £500. I'll share that in the free Discord in a minute. So that's what's going on there. We have just came back into a fair value gap and respected it though. So we literally could take sells right now, targeting this down here. And I think that's actually quite a good idea. Maybe target taking out this liquidity over here, coming to this fair value gap. We literally could take this right now, guys. Everything's aligning here. Distribution, continuation through New York. Daily buy, the bias is bearish. We've got that fair value gap here. We're coming to take out liquidity. Whenever you're trading, guys, you've got to have one of these reasons to trade. You've either got to be you've just took out liquidity, you're targeting liquidity, or you're in an equilibrium. Now, if it's not one of those things, if one of those things isn't the reason for your trade, you should not be trading. Like right now, we can take this trade because we're targeting this external liquidity over here. We're trying to take out this external liquidity over here. And, obviously coming down to this fair value gap ultimately as well. I want to see how this 15 closes though, but, we do have the green light to take this trade. We do have the green light. The only thing I might add or might say is that this is actually helping to form a bearish 1 hour fair value gap up here, which is above our stop loss, which we probably need to be careful of. But we can get rid of all this now. We can just, start cleaning up a little bit. We don't really need to keep this accumulation manipulation. We know there's a distribution phase going on. We can get rid of all this over here as well. This is all played out. We don't really need to look at this anymore. And get rid of all these fair value gaps that we've been drawing as well. Right, okay. That just cleans everything up a little bit. We're going to drag this out over here. Inverted the 15 as well if we close like this. Right, I'm going to let that close. We do have the green light to take this trade though. So we are free to take this whenever we want to. I'm just going to keep an eye on that. So that's... I'm going to give it a couple of minutes, guys. We're going to let this close and then see what happens. See where it closes and see how it looks. What might be happening. I think we do have a bullish fair value gap here, which we are starting to disrespect. If we close outside that, we can use that as a confluence to take the trade. So we're going to give it 2 minutes and see what happens. Yeah, we are pushing down here. Ooh, look at that juicy candlestick pattern into a fair value gap on the 5 minute. Look at that. Ooh, let this close and we could take that trade. Oh, sorry, that's on the 1 minute. I thought that was on the 5 minute. We're not using 1 minute candlestick patterns here. Sorry, guys. I thought that was the 5 minute. Don't know if on USD JPY. Well, it could be different. I doubt we're trading the JPY here. Let me just pull up UJ. Oh. I've never been to this page before. Right, okay. Yeah, let's just pull up UJ. See what's going on there. Right, we are pushing back up on GJ as well. Are trying to close inside that fair value gap. Yeah, we've closed inside that, I think. Just outside. Let's see what's going on UJ. We'll see how the next 5 minute opens. I suppose, yeah. You could be looking at buys. Yeah, it's not really... We're not trade like Alpha Universe. We're not trading the same thing. Like, you're trading the GBP JPY. You're trading the USD JPY. I'm trading the GBP JPY. The only way that we would be trading against each other is if the JPY was the strong currency here. But it's not. It's the GBP and the USD. The JPY is asleep. Japan's asleep. So the currency that relates our pairs is what makes you think that, GJ buys is equal to USD JPY buys. But that's false. That only would really apply during Asian session or big USD news when the USD would overpower the GJ. But right now, USD is doing its thing on UJ. GBP is doing its thing on GJ. So it's two completely different currencies at the moment. So you can do what you want. It looks like buys. There's perfect buying opportunities here, to be honest, if I'm being honest with you. We've got an accumulation right here, manipulation to the downside, distribution to the upside. Then we formed a bullish fair value gap, came in and seemingly respected that bullish fair value gap. So if you can basically get in now when price starts respecting this USD when price starts respecting this fair value gap, you can catch that buy move up to this fair value gap or this liquidity up here. Simple as. But as I said, USD JPY, GBP JPY, two completely different currencies unless we're in Asian session or big GBP or big USD news is being released. So yeah, don't think they're the same just because JPY is there. That's what I'm saying. Right, okay, so GJ is... We're not in this trade, by the way, guys, just to clarify. GJ is looking a bit bullish. Right, okay. We could take the entry now. What do you reckon? I reckon once we've took out this internal, it's probably a bad entry. Probably if we're going to enter, we need to get in now. Because if we enter once we've took out the internal, it's not really the best. We could get in and then just instantly lose. There is a fair value gap up here, though. A small one. Hasn't come back to yet. Tell you what, I'm going to risk half on this trade, like I did yesterday. I'm going to risk 0.5% if this candle can close bearish. Right. Give it a minute. Come on. If this candle closes bullish, we're going to go move on to the other pairs and just see what's going on over there. Come on. Right, okay, so that's bullish. We're going to move on to Bitcoin now and see what's going on over here. So we start off on the daily. What's been going on here? So, yeah, this is pretty textbook stuff. I think I might have caught this or something, or called this or something. I remember talking about this somewhere. We have our accumulation right here on the daily. We have our manipulation to the upside on the daily. Then we have our distribution to the downside on the daily, taking out this external liquidity over here. I think I remember trading this. I remember talking about this somewhere. I'm not too sure if I took this trade or we just spoke about it on the live stream. But I remember talking about this external AMD and basically taking out this external liquidity. That's textbook stuff. Now that we've had that distribution, now that we've took out the external sell side, so we are looking at an accumulation or obviously an expansion back to up around about here next. But obviously because we took out that liquidity, I don't really want to trade it. Like, let's say that we were still in the distribution move up here, yeah, and we were like coming down to this liquidity. We could still look at sells there because we're still looking at filling up that distribution move. But we've took liquidity. We've got no targets now really for a distribution move, and it's kind of too iffy to say if we're going to consolidate or just move up. Obviously, it's external as well, so you can't really use the sessions there. Now, gold. What's going on gold? What are you saying to me? Talk to me. Right, okay. So that was the trade we took yesterday where E and I aligned. If you have no idea what that means, get to know. Perfect take profit placement as always. Okay, so that's that. We basically can just do this now. Honestly, I'm more than happy to do all that. External accumulation, I think if anyone's seeing anything different, you need to get your eyes tested. Oh, there's me trying to label it distribution. Okay, so that's accumulation. Looking for manipulation to the upside or the downside. As I said, as always, we start on the accumulation and we only look for the trade once we've manipulated. So if we manipulate up, we look for sells. If we manipulate down, we look for buys. Textbook stuff. So we just got to wait for that to happen, basically. We just got to wait for price to start distributing, start manipulating. Now, New Zealand, JPY, what's going on here? I think someone's in a swing trade on this. And obviously that's still valid. Still valid to take out this external over here. Now what's going on the lower time frames? Yeah, pretty much accumulation, manipulation, distribution. We accumulated here, manipulated to the upside, and then distributed to the downside. Simple. So now that we've distributed, you could look at taking out the lows over here if you want to. There's obviously lots of liquidity over here. You can look at taking that out if you want to. But I'd obviously look for a bit of a cleaner entry. Now, USD CAD. Need I say more, really? We manipulated down here. We took out this liquidity. And now we are distributing to the upside. Textbook stuff. Obviously, we didn't really get a good entry here. Bit of a messy move. I would have probably expected the price to come down to here first rather than just going here. But it is what it is. We move. We had that manipulation and we've took that distribution move up to the up there. Now, USD JPY looks like it's doing nicely. Alpha Universe. I definitely would be targeting like somewhere like here, up here, or seeing how we react to this value gap right here. Something like this. Could even just target this here. That looks good. So, what's GJ saying? We got, what, 5 minutes on that? Ooh, that's looking nice. Could have took that entry up there. Alright, we're going to take this now, guys. Oh. There we go. We're in. GJ looks bullish. Does it? Does it really? Are you sure? Right then. Let's see how this plays out. I think this external over here is probably where I'm going to look to manage. I think, you know, we are extremely drawn to this at the moment. I think it's stupid not to take this liquidity out. You know, it's pretty textbook. So we're going to let this play out. Once we've hit this liquidity area over here, I'm probably going to move straight to break even, or I might just close the trade. I'm not too sure yet. I think if I close the trade there, it's not really the best R. So we're probably going to make less than 0.5%. So we would really be looking to take it down to here, you know, to maximize those profits. But we'll see how it is. We have won a trade today, so we can afford to not lose, but not win. We can afford to, have a break-even trade. So we could just move to break-even and let it play out. We could also just close half and let it play out. We'll see what happens, but yeah, bearish. Yeah, I know. I was gonna say pretty bearish, like. So what's going on the others? Let's just, instead of just staring at this, watching it go towards our take profit, let's just watch. Let's have a glimpse of what's going on in other places. Here, pretty simple. Accumulation, manipulation down to here. So you could literally start looking for buys now. I'm not gonna, but you could if you wanted to. We manipulated to a fair value gap here, so you could literally take a buy now that we've started to respect it. There's also this external fair value gap up here, high time frame fair value gap, which we look like we are respecting as well. So there's two things aligning there to take that entry. There's probably another high time frame fair value gap as well, considering the fact that there's two fair value gaps overlapping here. So if we go up a time frame, yeah, there is one 30-minute fair value gap here. Perfect. If we start respecting this in the next 2 minutes, we can look for buys. Buys, where would we target? Obviously, this would be the distribution move. I'd look to take out liquidity. Simple as that. You can target this area up here, this buy side, or you can target this buy side up here, which is more of an internal. If you know anything about trading, if you know anything about my course and me, you want to match the external with the internal. This is internal liquidity. If we go to a high time frame, I suppose it's more of a external down here as well. So I guess you could actually just have to target here. I was assuming that there would be external up here. Now if we go to the daily, yeah, it's not the case at all. Therefore, my bad. I was automatically assuming this was external. It is not external. Therefore, maybe just look at targeting up here. There's a fair value gap here, which looks about right. So, you've got fair value gaps and liquidity overlapping here. Now, this is the external liquidity. We have dipped around it a little bit. This is external. This is the 4 hour with the daily. So you could look at just targeting up here. Now, that would make the most sense, to be honest. But, yeah, let's see how this plays out. So, GJ, chilling. Gold, manipulated to the upside. Internally. Now if we go to the left hand side, we have manipulated into a fair value gap, I think. Not really. We kind of just, did we take liquidity maybe? No, we got equal highs here. So this could be an accumulation distribution. So probably stay away from this. I'm going to get rid of New Zealand JPY, USD CAD and USD JPY. I don't trade those. No one's really spoke about them, so we're going to get rid of them. All right, GJ. Right, this is going to follow the same routine as all my other streams, guys. We're going to let this play out off stream. I don't really like looking at my trades. It makes me start overthinking, start making decisions I wouldn't have made. I find it easier just to set and forget. So I like to just take my trade, let it play out, leave it, look back. I set my alerts and look back, when we've hit key levels, like we've took out this liquidity over here or something like that. I don't like staring at it. It's bad for your psychology. It's bad for your discipline. It's pretty much bad for everything. So don't do it. Don't stare at the charts. And me streaming for an hour and a half would be me staring at the charts, doing nothing. We're in a trade. Clearly, it's going well. So we're going to let this play out off stream. But as always, I will always update you in the free Discord. So if you're new here, make sure you're joining the free Discord server, as that is where I'm going to talk about this trade and any other trades that I do take as well. It's where other people will send in their analysis if you want to trade my strategy, all that good stuff. Make sure you join the free Discord server. 7,800 members as of now, I think, which is crazy numbers. We started it in March, so 6 months, 7,800 members. Crazy. Right, so that is the stream, guys. We're going to target this external. Once we've hit the external, we'll look to manage, maybe moving break even, closing half, or maybe closing the whole trade. I don't fucking know. I'm going to find out when we hit the liquidity. But that's that. I've got nothing else to say. We're going to let this play out. I'm going to go about my day. You should go about yours too. Set and forget. We're going to let it play out. Come back, see what happens, and I will update you when it hits my stop loss or my take profit. That's it, guys. Again, on Bitcoin and gold, we're going to basically keep these ideas open. So I believe that we're going to distribute to the upside in this gold move. I think this is accumulation distribution. Bitcoin, I think we're distributing to the upside. GJ, I think we are going to come and take out this liquidity at some point. But that is that. I've got nothing else to say. Fundamentals is looking great. We're in a trade. We're doing great. We're going to go about our days now. And I'll see you guys tomorrow at the same time. Thanks for tuning in. Have a lovely rest of your day. And I will see you tomorrow at the same time. Don't forget to join the free Discord server. First link in the description. And don't forget to like the stream and all that good stuff, guys. The YouTube business. Hate to ask, but, you know, you've got to. Free Discord and like the stream. And I will see you guys tomorrow.